So I get called into San Mateo on Camp Pendleton, and I find out that this recall is real. That the President of the United States had ordered more troops to Vietnam, and traditionally the Marines are the quickest to get any place, just because of the way we're structured. At Camp Pendleton at that time, there was the 27th Marine Regiment and the 28th Marine Regiment. I was in the 28th, and they were going to send the 27th to Vietnam tomorrow. But they had to transfer people out because you weren't supposed to go back to Vietnam if you had less than, I think it was 6 months back before you were eligible to go again. But sometimes the Marine Corps doesn't do it exactly the way you wish. So I got sent over to the 28th Marines as a squad leader and was told to take my gear with me because I was going to Vietnam. I knew I wasn't supposed to, but I wasn't going to complain. We got on trucks and went up to El Toro Marine Air Station, north of Camp Pendleton. And we were in some big hangars getting all of our gear together. They're checking our shot cards and things like that. And we were in formation. They called us to attention, and the President of the United States, Lyndon Johnson, walked in. And he was walking down the ranks. I'm sure you've seen these pictures before. They've been out a lot. Shaking hands with different Marines, and he came to me and he stuck out his hand, and I shook his hand, and he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Texas." And that made him happy. He asked me where, and I told him. We talked a little bit, and he asked if I'd ever been to Vietnam before, and I said, "Yes, sir, technically twice." And he said, "Well, have you ever been wounded before?" And I said, "Yes, sir, twice." He said, "Well, when did you get back?" And I told him October. And he said, "Well, you're not even supposed to go, are you?" And I said, "Sir, I go where the Marine Corps tells me to go." He said, "All right." And he walked on. And after a few minutes, he went over and talked to some of the officers. And in a little while, they called my name out. They told me to get on the truck and go back to Camp Pendleton. I explained to them that I would go if they needed me to go, and they said, "No, there was a mistake made, that you weren't even supposed to be here." So I got shipped back to Camp Pendleton and the 28th Marines, where I was stationed a little while, and then got transferred over to training battalion, where we trained recruits that were just out of boot camp. We gave them their initial infantry training, where they fired the different weapons and learned tactics and whatnot. I was a troop handler. I spent the rest of my days in the Marine Corps doing that until I got out and came back to Texas.